to summon on his backside. There we go. If he's not doing damage at me, this will work better. I'm really surprised that we made him up the fucking staircase anyway, and I'm still alive. Oh, man. There we go. Okay, where the fuck is Eliza? Is she going to join us? There she is. Okay, finally. Eliza has decided to join us. There should be more enemies down here. Love how it's like, you don't fear cold. Bitch, I'm in hell. I shouldn't be fearing the cold in here. Now there are enemies over here. I do want to map out the whole area realistically before I go inwards. But I knew there's a big group here. I've been able to hear them as I've been scurrying back and forth. And I want them gone because there should be another group of like those Doom Knights further down. That's going to be stupidly difficult to kill because they are just difficult to kill. Between being immune to fire and just being tanks when they hit you, like it can get really hard to like get rid of a big group of them, especially if they're fast. If any of them have got something that speeds them up, terrible. I don't know if I'm reaching all of them, but I definitely got that guy. Also, these guys don't really drop much. I find it really funny that, like, games kind of condition you to expect your enemies to drop things. It's like, who's saying that this Venom Lord even has, like, possessions? Like, he has, like, a weapon. He has a weapon, right? But, like, is he running around with coin and other shit, you know? So, you sound like AI. That's a bit of a dick thing to say, but hi, welcome in. I am monotone, speaking generally. It sounds like there's one more. Hold on. I'm in coaches. I could hear one more snarling. It must be up there. But, no. Surprisingly, some females do exist and do just have monotone voices. And I am generally pretty level. I'm not gonna sit here and squeal and flail wildly and be like, you know. So I don't even know if that noise actually came through. I'm pretty sure my own Streamlabs muted myself for that. Oh man, it did a solid job. If anybody heard the cure, good for you. But anyway, these aren't the group that I'm worried about, honestly. It's the group further down. Sorry if anything. It's alright. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of like saying to somebody that they have a really robotic, like, lifeless voice is what that came across as. So, yeah. Not the nicest thing to have said to you first go kind of thing. But, I do understand I have a monotone voice. But, yeah, I'm generally not like bouncing full of excitement, like hyperactive, super loud sort of stuff. Like it's calmer than that here. So this is pretty much normal. Mind you, obviously there are moments where like I get pretty deep into like fangirling over Diablo, and then obviously like there's a small hint of excitement, but like yeah, that's about as far as it goes. What are you up to? What are you doing? It's like, I don't know. I'm trying to stay alive with this lot. Because, I know there should be a bigger group than this. Somewhere down this way. But, I haven't come across them yet, and we just got rid of Dragon... What is it? Dragonfur? I think. I don't know what he was. He looks cool though. Oh man. I'm gonna go through so much fucking mana here. I heard a bow. That better be some kind of amazingly magical fucking I need a good bow. So far I have gambled with some of the traders to try to get my hands on a bow that I can use and that is actually useful. And oh shit, get off Eliza. And so far we have been very unsuccessful about that. I've dropped 5 million coin on Elzik and yeah, no bow. The best we got was like a poisony bow, and Eliza, well, I used it for a bit and then Eliza's got it now. Hold on. Look at that. Oh shit, hold on. Eliza's so gonna die there. Yep, she died. Live 2D, but Streamlabs is having a stroke about it because I have like 118 different images that I can scroll between for different combinations, hair, outfit, and stuff like that. So it's pretty much maxed out, and Streamlabs doesn't really know what the fuck to do with it. So a lot of the time you'll see it kind of like slow down or freeze or whatever. When I was streaming with Twitch Studio, it was really good. It would keep up with when I was talking and all that sort of stuff, but it doesn't work that way anymore, which kind of sucks because Twitch Studio stopped being a thing that we could stream through, so I have this now. But yeah, I'm kind of over maxing the VOTube Mini program that I've got my VTuber in, so I'll be an YouTuber. But it's fine. I'm working on making a live 2D avatar at the moment anyway, so eventually I will have, what do you call it? It's VTube Studio, I think, will be what I'll be using in the future. So that should work better. It should like work with Streamlabs better. That's what it's supposed to do. I'm gonna get more arrows. Does it also allow tracking mouse movement and keyboard clocking? I don't know. Oh, clicking. I assume that if you use, I think it's VTuber Plus, which is a different program. I think you can set it up that it can like follow stuff, or alternatively, if I was to take my avatar and like my existing PNG tuber, if I was to set her up into VTube Studio, I could set her up to probably have her eyes move around with my mouse, because VTube Studio lets you do a lot of stuff, but I'm not sure about VTuber Plus. I know VTuber Plus allows your character more movement, and VOTube Mini. VOTube Mini is supposed to be 4 stagnant images, okay? So it's supposed to be eyes open, mouth open, eyes open, mouth closed, eyes shut, mouth open, eyes shut, mouth closed. Okay, 4 set images, and then you can have variations that you can change between to make like facial expressions and shit, right? But the thing is that I changed mine to be different hair colors and different outfit combinations instead of different expressions. But you can give it some level of movement. It's just like, I think you can use it with like a GIF image as well. So if you wanted it that like when I speak or something like that, it like moves a hand or hair swishes or something like that in a set animation or something like that, it would work with that. But I don't know if it would like say track like my mouse for eyes and stuff like that. I don't think it's capable of that. But I didn't look deeper into it because that was not something that I was looking at doing at the time. I just wanted to have an image on the screen. Since I initially didn't have anything. I had just no camera, no nothing. It was just a faceless voice channel in the void, you know. I was fascinated when I saw the avatar clicking keyboard and moving mouse on a keypad with his hands. Well, you can set that up as like You can set that up as like a GIF image. For instance, if I had a GIF image of my character typing on a keyboard, right? Just a quick little loop of her kind of like moving her fingers over a keyboard, right? I could set that up as like one of the eyes open or eyes shut things. So maybe as I blink, I kind of type kind of thing. So that's how you can kind of do that. But I hadn't done any kind of like animation stuff when I hadn't made any GIFs and stuff like that for a PNG YouTuber. I'd never had an avatar before a PNG YouTuber. This is all first. Like, I drew her with a mouse, and like, yeah, it's she was a lot of work on her own. But doing the live TD one will let me do way more stuff, because you can set up like you can set up preset stuff. I don't fully understand it myself yet. I'm still learning. But as far as I understand, for instance, I could set up that a hand moves in a set way if it's rigged properly for it, right? The concept would be that I could hit a button and like she could wave, something like that kind of thing, you know? And that would just be a setting that you set up somewhere in it, right? So then I've seen a fellow VTuber, Mega. She has one set up that whenever somebody follows her, it toggles her to wave for a split second. So every time somebody follows her, she automatically waves. And I don't know how to do that. I'm sure I could probably figure it out if I took time to learn it and stuff, but at the moment I'm in the stage of learning how to rig to begin with, so I don't know. Somebody in here's got a fuck ton of lightning, and I'm hella fucking weak to lightning, so we are going to stay really, really far back on this one. Oh god. I can't see. Is this guy at the back here? The greeny one, I think? But I can't reach him. Nope. Come on, give me the decoy in there. There we go. There's Valkyrie. Okay, Soulburn. Alright, hold on. Where are you? There. You? He must be like... I can't move up and I can't move down because I'll get electrocuted. Which one are you? That one. Oh. Hey, I'm trying to read you. He is a demon, lightning enchanted, multiple shot, spectral kit, immune to fire, immune to lightning. Alright. Well, if he's immune to lightning, he's flammable, even though he's immune to fire, so we've got a small chance that we can kill him. So, this would be great. That's cool. Oh yeah, no, I saw that. Yeah, some of them are really cool. Like, for instance, there's a few people that do art that have got, like, they have a tablet for the VTuber to kind of, like, draw. And those ones are more like set up like GIF kind of things. I don't know if they're VTuber Plus. Yeah, I don't have enough mana, and Eliza's gonna die if she stays there. Hold on, there we go. Okay, Eliza, come with me. Okay, we're in a good spot here. I can just keep you... Oh crap, come on. I need to prevent them from touching Eliza. She is just as weak as I am, if not weaker. So, is there a plugin that represents a cat? Greets when a person types in chat for the first time per session. Commands like cat and all. Oh yeah, so like the stream pet things, I don't know what they're actually called, but I've seen those too. Not for like the greet one. The greeting one sounds interesting, by the way. That's kind of cool. I haven't seen that. Sorry, I'm just readjusting my seat. I have seen the ones where if somebody does like cheers bits or subs or something like that, you know how you have like the text-to-speech thing. So I've seen those, and what it's supposed to be is you kind of like set up this little character thing to basically be compatible with the text-to-speech feature, so it talks when that person has like inputted text for it to say. And stuff like that. I don't mind those, I just don't like the idea of having something constantly on the screen for that. It'd be cool if it could like come in from like nowhere, appear, and then like say something and fuck off. Because if I did something like that, I would have like probably a cat or something that comes and sits on my lap and then like says something and then fucks off or whatever. But I don't know how hard that would be. I've seen a video on how to set it up, and it was like a few minute video, so I don't assume it's too hard as long as you have a properly rigged visual character kind of thing, right? As long as you've got something to work with to begin with, you should be able to use it. But I don't know how to set it up with the other things. I think you need like mix it up or restream or some shit like that. Not restream, but I think you need mix it up, I think, to connect into it or something. If that's the case, as far as I understand, you've got to open mix it up before you open your streaming software before you go live for it to all work. I've got mix it up. I was going to use that for whenever somebody comes in and says that's a lot of pawns, because when I play RimWorld, I have hundreds of little people. They're called pawns, right? And I always get somebody come in and say that's a lot of pawns. And the only thing I can think of is a scene from the movie Kung Pao where this guy tries to buy like a handful of nuts or a pound of nuts or something like that to use as some kind of master plan in a fucking kung fu battle. And the guy's just like, can I have a pound of nuts? And he's like, that's a lot of nuts! And I just fucking crack up every time I hear it. And I want it to scream at people every time they say, that's a lot of pawns. I want it to scream, that's a lot of nuts. Because that's exactly what goes through my brain every single time. And I had it set up. The only problem is that it triggered on a different word. It triggered on the letter A. So every sentence that contained the letter A screamed, that's a lot of nuts. And as you may notice, a lot of people use the letter A in amongst like spelling words. So I had to get rid of that because I don't know how to get it to shut up. So yeah, for now, I don't have Mix It Up, but Mix It Up can do a lot of things. There's a heap of different programs and all sorts of stuff out there and stuff. But yeah, I have spent hundreds of hours like watching and researching all this stuff and whatever. It's like before streaming, I didn't know anything about streaming. I didn't know anything about VTubers. I'd never watched anybody before. And yeah, I always figured if I was ever going to have a self-realization on my channel, if I ever felt like that, I was going to use my character. And if I was going to use my character, obviously I would draw her, and I would have to figure out how to get her into programs, and I would, like, if I ever made a live 2D avatar, etc., I would have to work out how to like cut and rig her and all that stuff. So that's what I'm currently learning how to do, because my community reached those specific goals in the in the Billathon event that I did in February. We hit like all the stretch goals and then some. I had a VTuber avatar listed as a stretch goal, and I really didn't think that that was ever going to be achieved, and it was fucking blown through in the first day. So yeah, now I have to make a VTuber, so yeah, which is fine. It's just that I kind of, you know, I'm a slow artist, so it takes me a long time, and I don't understand, like, I don't know like the live 2D program, and I don't really know how to do rigging and shit, so it's gonna take me a while and a lot of like learning and crap. Let's welcome in Top Red Bear. What are you up today? What are you doing? Nice for you to come in and say hello. Let's make the grind. So I figured I can tell stuff about that. Is it? You can tell stuff about that? Yeah. I don't know, when it comes down to like all this stuff, I came from like a tech background, right? And I was like, okay, well, when it comes to like computers and stuff like that, I remember a lot of people like, I don't know, coming into like the store and stuff that I used to work at and being like, I don't understand how to do this, I don't understand what's wrong with it, stuff like that. And I'm like, a lot of it is just fucking Googling how to fix it. That's a lot of what it is. If it's not obvious, and if there isn't a device or a program to test it, it's just Googling it, because somebody's figured it out and most people have shared it. In this day and age, Google exists, and you can literally learn anything on the internet, either by reading sites, or you can learn it by like watching videos and stuff like that. Sometimes I watch other people stream and stuff, and you know, since I'm trying to learn how Live 2D works, I look at their character and stuff like that, and I try to see, like, you know, can I figure out how many layers of hair are moving in that image, and, you know, or how does that cape work, and stuff like that, like, you know, just like the logic behind it, kind of thing, to get an understanding of it and stuff. But, I've also still obviously watched like a shit ton of fucking videos and crap to try to like better understand it. Mate, will you play with the decoy? Let's move past it. I have to hold on to your poor bacon. Some pats. But yeah, it's been a lot of learning. Like my avatar and stuff like that, my PNG tuber that's on the screen, I'm pretty sure I made her in the first 6 months. I literally I hit affiliate and I was like, you know what? I want to have something as, I don't know, a way to celebrate it kind of thing. And I didn't really have any way to celebrate things back then that I knew of. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna make an avatar. So I sat down one weekend and came back the next Monday, and I was like, hey, so I have an avatar. And like that was just literally like hours of drawing and figuring out what program that's gonna work in, and then learning that like I needed to have like a blink and stagnant images and stuff like that. And like I said, I overdo my character a little bit. Like I'm running a light program as heavy as it can possibly run. Like I technically have 2 avatars at the moment. I've got this one that has like 3 different hair colors and I think 7 different outfits, and they all work in combination with each other. And then I have my Kitty Venus version, which, oh shit, the Circa Doom Knights. I have my Kitty Venus one, which also works with the 3 hair colors and has 7 different outfit variations. So yeah, there's a lot there. Mate, I don't want you to touch me because somebody poisoned Eliza and she nearly died, so thank you, sir. These guys are actually pretty not bad to kill. Like, they're not too difficult. Kind of okay. But yeah, I don't know, aside from that, like, I don't mind talking about, like, the avatar stuff and art stuff. It's very rare that I get a chance to really go, like, deeper into, like, the things that, I don't know, VTubers can have on their screen and all sorts of stuff. Even when I'm doing like art stream, I don't get to like, I don't really nerd out about it, so it's kind of nice. But yeah, normally, what was that? Normally I do like art stream at the end of the month. This month I don't have internet on that Wednesday, so no art stream. But yeah, from next week onwards, I've only got 4-day-a-week streams, so there's no random game night on Wednesdays. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And then we've got art stream if I have something to draw at the end of the month. If I have something to draw. Then otherwise if not, I'm going to be working on my avatar. I'll not be streaming those days, but I will be like up and about on my avatar, so I figure I kind of want it ready for the September event that I've got to do. That would be nice. Obviously if she's finished before that, that would be great, because then Wednesdays will go back to being random game nights and crap, but if not, like, at least I have the extra time. These guys being immune to lightning, so quick to kill. Great. Oh man. I'm fucking fidgeting around on the seat so badly. I should just sit in the way that was comfortable yesterday. So, before I even sat down tonight, for anybody that doesn't know the context, my chair is broken and I'm sitting on my footstool. Okay. I have a chair coming, but it's not coming until next week. Right now, my chair is like pretty uncomfortable, but it's uncomfortable in a way where when I'm not sitting on it, the back of my legs and my ass really hurt. So yeah, it's like affecting me when I'm not sitting on it. Because the funny thing is, like, I took ages to fall asleep today. I went and I like laid down early enough, but I was still awake into like the afternoon, which kind of sucked. A lot of it was actually genuinely discomfort. Because, yeah, even laying down doesn't like relieve it. Laying on my stomach is fine. I can't sleep like that. But yeah, it kind of like alleviates the discomfort for a bit. But yeah, for anybody's like mental image, imagine how people sit on a horse, kind of like ride a horse. That's how I feel like I'm screaming at the moment. I feel like this should look really majestic, but it doesn't. You know? I just kind of like feel like, I don't know, very unceremonious the way that I'm sitting. Just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm like sat on a saddle. The funniest thing is, I've heard stories of like how outback like riders and stuff like that, cattle ranchers and stuff, will like obviously have to ride a horse for like a week or something like that to get them from one cattle station to another and stuff like that. And they complain about how like they have like a cowboy stance thing after sitting on the horse for so many hours. And I'm like, you know what? I kind of like feel like that with my footstool. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be like this, but it just is. Man, these guys are fucking ripping through my Valkyrie. It's mostly the poison, I think. Somebody has been poisoning us. Maybe these guys, actually. I'm thinking maybe the little cliff leapers are doing it. Cliff lurkers, sorry. But yeah, something keeps poisoning us. I mean, the Doom Knights are strong enough to take out Valkyrie. And so far we're doing pretty good. I have not died yet. Here. And you know, when it comes down to Pandemonium Fortress, I should have probably already died about 3 times, so this isn't too bad. I need to find out which one is like doing poison for us. Put that over there. I don't really like putting my decoy closer to Valkyrie because she will walk off. And she's pretty far away already. Something down here is casting electricity and I don't know what it is yet. This isn't the same shape design, by the way. Normally, okay, usually what happens is this kind of a map. You go from the stairs and it normally goes really fast sideways. And it's not going really fast sideways this time, we're going downwards. So, yeah. I'm just trying to wipe my hand for a second. I feel like I've got like a sweaty hand. It's a cold night. It's a cold, really, really rainy night, but I have my heater on maximum to keep this room from being like painfully cold on my back. And my hand's sweating. Out of everything that could be like, hey, I'm a little too warm, it's my hand that's like, you know what? This is too much for me. Apart from that, I'm otherwise kind of cold. So,